Hello everyone, and welcome to Stardew Valley with me, BlueMageBrilly. I decided today to be a very relaxing day, where we just play a very relaxing game. This game is very similar to, if you don't know actually, to games like Harvest Moon, and it really is just the embodiment of going outside and having a really nice time outdoors. And I decided to just play this game with a very gentle, monotonous voice, very low energy, low volume, just to give that really relaxing feeling. And I could probably hold this voice for about 3 seconds before the energy starts to return to my voice as I get really excited for us to play Stardew Valley. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I've already played this game a little bit, so I'm already pretty excited to get back into it. It's been a couple months, a lot of things have happened, and I feel like, hey, frustrating things have been happening, this and that, tit and tat, and it's like I need a little bit of time to cool down, and I decided, hey, why don't I do that while talking over this game, because I'm going to be playing it anyways, especially with the new update that just came out. For those not in the know, or if you just like recently uninstalled this game, there was a big update that came out pretty recently that gave you a lot of new options and a lot of new quests. One big option at the very beginning of the game is a different type of farm, like right from the start. We got your standard farm, which was the basis of the base, and more or less where you all would start. There was no real choice in the matter. I think there might have been a few differences each loading. Like, each start was a little bit different for each person in terms of like where things were placed, but overall, pretty much the same farm for everyone. There was no illusion of choice. We didn't even know this was going to be a thing, as far as I'm aware. And then we have the second farm, which is spread across several islands and scenic riverbanks. Fish are more common here than usual, and I find that pretty interesting because as far as I can recall, there was no swimming aspect to this game, so I'm interested to see in how that will act out. And it's kind of what I want to go do. But first we're going to go over the third one, which is Forest Farm. Now this farm had a lot of trees and a lot of bushes everywhere. Just entire field was covered in trees at almost all points, especially at the beginning of the game. But the forest farm seems like it's going to be even more of that. You're not going to have any farm space right from the get-go. But the bounty of the forest is nearly at your doorstep, which means you're going to have a lot of seeds, you're going to have a lot of little critters, I guess. It's going to be really good if you really want to cut down trees and build stuff with it. Fourth is the hilltop farm, which basically goes over a hill. There's going to be a lot of rocks and minerals to break down for blacksmithing and just having a bunch of tools at your doorstep, like at all times. I don't really know where the rocks are going to come from, but hey, maybe they'll explain it if I pick that one. And the last one is the wilderness farm. Plenty of good land, and probably the most even of all four of these, but at night, monsters come out. Now, I decided right before I started this on what is going to decide what farm I pick, just to give it a little bit of randomness. So I'm going to roll this die. If I roll a 6, I'll pick whatever one I want, but 1 through 5 is already chosen for me, from top to bottom. So here we go. I don't know if you'll hear this, but there it is. And we got 5 for the wilderness farm. So, we're going to be fighting in the wilderness as a farmer, and every night monsters are going to attack us. So I feel like a certain theme is probably up for discussion here. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I'm kind of just making this up as I go, so forgive me if I stumble on my words or if I suddenly change my mind while creating this character. Because originally when I made a character for this game, I was more or less just picking a character and going, alright, this is the character and I'm going to act like that character in this game. And I picked a certain character that some may or may not know called Ranma. But I'm not going to do that for this one. Also, actually, I kind of like that idea. I just saw a really neat character and I think I'm going to be that character because that sounds fun. So let's see here. But now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really feel like he would be out in the wilderness. I saw a hairstyle that was very similar to Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy, the one with the hat. So I was going to pick a character similar to that, but I think that might be a little too much. Plus, I don't really recall his personality all too well. So I think we're going to go with an original character. Please do not steal. So, since I'm a blue mage, I'm going to go with a blue-skinned person. Male or female, I'm not entirely certain. It doesn't really matter overall. This actually does not change anything in the game as far as I'm aware, except how people address you. So let's go with male, since it is me. Or it is like an aspect of me. Oops, I accidentally changed the skin color. So I think what I'm going to go with, like, since we're out in the wilderness, and clearly we're not a normal being, I think I'm going to actually say this person is a slime. That's right, it's a humanoid slime. I'll let that soak in for a minute while I'm picking the hair. And the hair color is going to be a kind of a lighter blue, maybe, than their skin, or a darker blue. Actually, I think a darker blue fits even more. Let's go a little bit darker. Blends in a little bit, but I don't really like that hair. Let's go with... let's go with anime protagonist hair, because why not? Let's see, where is it? That's good enough. And for the shirt, well, slime doesn't usually wear shirts, but for the sake of society, we will keep ourselves fully clothed as best we can. And to really accessorize, we're going to put on a blue necklace. And just to throw everyone off, we're going to make the pants completely red. Boom. Apparently I can't change the shoes. That might be like an equipment option. But anyways, what is our slime's name? It could just go with the default, just go Brilly, but I'm not a slime, I'm a mage, so let's not. Let's see here. Well, I guess first we should go over animals. I feel like cats would probably be more aggressive towards slimes, and at the same time they're very cool, but we're gonna go with dog. Because I feel like a dog would get along with a slime a little better. So let's go with a very strange name. It's very hard to come up with an actual name now that I think about it. So not a lot of names come up to mind. I'm not really good at just making up names on the spot. Like, I can just put in a bunch of words and then just mash them together for an actual name. But I'm not entirely sure what to call this guy, so I'm going to go with the first name that comes to mind. Ivan. Ivan the Slime. And for his farm, well, we're going to the wilderness one, so I feel like the best farm name is Luna Farm. Probably a little cliche, but I don't care. His favorite thing, other than crushing his enemies, I'm not sure what Ivan would like. Maybe seeds, because he's a slime, would eat a lot of plants, but I think I got it. Cream soda. Really goes down smooth, you know? So let's go into the adventures of Ivan, into his wilderness farm. And I would normally skip the intro, because I've already seen it a billion times, but we're just gonna go through it right here, because there might be people out there who have never seen this. So here's Grandpa, on his sleeping bed. And for my very special grandson, I'm gonna read these because, why not? Like, they don't have any voice acting. I want you to have this sealed envelope. Also, I thought about doing voices, but I'm terrible at voice acting, so I'm not gonna bother. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. I like how he's wiggling his mouth. Now, listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Ain't that the truth? Really laying it down thick, though. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness, like flushing a toilet, but a lot deeper. It was a lot deeper than that. When that happens, my boy, you'll be ready for this gift. Also ignore that little green thing over there. It's just a little stuffed animal, I swear. Now, let Grandpa rest. XX years later, that means 10. Here's Joja. Join us. Thrive. The guy in the bottom left seems to be having a really good time. Everyone else seems really bored. You got purple hair girl, glasses guy, workout girl, terminated. Uh-oh, that's not good. We got Woody. Really seems like he's enjoying himself. Probably looking at pizza. That guy has a lot of things going on. And here's Ivan. That's a straight up skeleton. There's just a dead guy over there. That's not good. Thankfully, Ivan, being a slime, doesn't actually have a skeleton. What's going on, Ivan? What do you got at your workspace? Oh, it's the envelope. He's gotten bored. Dear Ivan, If you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. Space. I now live on the moon, which was why I've enclosed a deed to that place, my pride and joy, Luna Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the moon. Oh, I mean on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. It was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. Now you honor the family name, my boy. Good luck. Oh, and love Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Well, I mean, Grandpa's dead, and it'd be nice to say hi to someone that knew Grandpa, right? So, we're going off to Stardew Valley. And just for a little backstory while we're on the bus ride for this game, it was made by one guy. Like, one guy made all this, and he made the recent update, I think. Probably on his own. But it was also published by the people who made Starbound, called Chucklefish. I think they also made something else, but I'm not entirely certain. And there's Stardew Valley, 0.5 miles, and there's a tiny, tiny brown bird. Isn't it adorable? Whoa, it twitched really fast there. Oh, we're off the bus, I think. And here I am, in Slimeville. You must be Ivan. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Sorry that I can't do any voice acting, guys. Maybe I should stop reading over these, but we'll see how the first episode goes. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's here right now. Why is he over at my house? Oh, he's tidying things up. Okay. Farm's right over here if you'll follow me. I have the feeling this is not going to be very tidy, but this is a new farm, so I don't know. Huh, this looks exactly the same as the standard farm. Did I accidentally click the standard farm? This is Luna Farm. Oh no. It's a total mess. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown. Like, there's a whole patch of grass over here. Some good soil underneath. Little dedication you have cleaned up in no time, unless monsters attack. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyways, where's this Lewis guy? And here we are, your new home. Like, it wasn't in view or anything. There he is. Hey Lewis, how's it going? The new farmer! I'm Ivan the Slime Guy. Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. That's not good. Birds eat slimes. I think. I think everything eats slimes, actually. But you know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day someone new moves in. I don't know if I'm new. I mean, Grandpa lived here, right? I guess it might have been before most of these guys were born. It's an old cottage? I thought it was a farm. It's very rustic. And it's also made of wood. But it does seem like everything in this area is a little different from what I'm used to. Rusty might be a little more apt, though. Wow, that's pretty rude, Robin. Yeah, even he agrees. Like, that's really rude. I didn't remember that, by the way. I don't remember anything about the dialogue of this thing, except that Grandpa gives you the letter. Oh. That's why she was upset. I forgot this was the upgrade girl, because later you can upgrade this little house. That's pretty neat. Must be tired from the long journey, must get some rest. Yep. I should go introduce myself tomorrow, I guess. Like, what time is it? Why am I going to bed right now? That's right, if you have anything to sell, place in the box here, I'll come by during the night to collect it. What if I put myself in the box? Can I sell myself? I don't know. But alright, as a slime guy, well, his personality isn't going to be slimy or anything. That would make him like a gangsta, see? And that's not exactly Ivan's character. Not sure if that voice was right either, but we'll find out. Hey, what's this? Oh, I already have tools, that's cool. What's this? Oh, how do I open it? There we go. Parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis, okay. Here's a journal, getting started, cultivate and harvest parsnip. And then I have to introduce myself to 28 people. Excluding 2, because I already did that. I turn my fire on, there's a cactus here. It does seem like the house itself is also a little different. Like there's a tiny sword. Or a decorative lantern, I'm sorry. There we go. And we can look at the channel. See, let's see the fortune teller. Glimmer in my scrying orb, a shard of knowledge from the future. Spirits are in good humor today. I think you have a little extra luck. That sounds good. So let's go explore the farm just a little bit, so I can get an idea of if anything is actually different. I'm going to use the scythe to cut this grass. You get some fiber for that. Just a little resource. And chop these tiny things down for actual wood. But if you try to chop this down... Oh, it actually lets you. I think it's the stump, actually, now that I think about it. You have to upgrade your weapons in order to chop everything down. Just chop down this, get a bunch of wood and sap. Really relaxing game. Already, I'm like leaning back in my chair, being a little slime guy. Got some mixed seeds. I think that's it for my inventory, so... There's a little frog, she just ran away. Okay, so yeah, this farm definitely is a little different from the original farm that I played with, because the pond was actually like over here. At least for me. So, you know, it's pretty interesting to have a different farm, because it means I won't be able to use the same layout I used originally. Not that I actually remember what it was. But anyways, I also need to rearrange my stuff, but I think I'll do that in between videos. As you can see, there's just a bunch of room here, bunch of water, bunch of rocks, bunch of everything, just all over the place. And that seems to be it for this part. There's like a hill up here, but I can't get there, I don't think. So, I think that is going to be it for this video. Just because there's a lot of stuff to do, and I want to make sure everything comes out just right. But, oh yeah, here's this thing. I don't actually recall what this is for, but it comes into play later. There's like a cave over here, I don't know what this is over here, but we'll explore that in the next episode. And I'll also explain a lot of other things in the next episode as well, before we really get into the relaxing part of the game, where you'll just see me talking to people and making a farmhouse. So, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a really relaxing time playing this, or watching this series. And, you know, if this game looks really fun and relaxing to you, then you should grab it. It is honestly worth the money. But, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.